Alright, welcome back to another episode of Game Crafters, where today we're going to be working on the next zone. Basically, I gotta just kind of get the idea of what I did here with, the directional lights and whatnot, and copy that into the next zone. So we're going to do that right now. So if you enjoyed today's episode, please leave a like and subscribe for more. So the next area, I believe, is just simply called the Grasslands. I'll just do a quick double check to remind myself. Yep. Grasslands. Pretty simplistic, really. I got my map and everything up here. Got my criteria project, the drawing project for this week, hopefully. And all that stuff. So, let's go on ahead, go in, and I guess, well, these are the ones that we'd, there's a lot of things here that we'd have to do. So, for instance, we'd need a grid space. The main camera we technically don't need because we already got a main camera. I mean, I'll leave it here for now until I can put in the player. And the directional light should be facing in what direction, you may ask? Well, if anything, I feel like the lighting here should be a nice, solid light. Why is there a breeze cat? Don't you warp at me? Somewhere around there. I'm going to have to go back and forth just to check and see if I have everything right. 0.85, directional, real time, 0.85, 1, soft shadows. Soft shadows, directional. Strength. Okay, again, it would probably just be easier to take a freaking picture of the damn thing. Let's see. Boom. Alright. So, strength is at a good solid 0.5. It's at high resolution. For some reason, I don't remember why. This is also at a solid 0.5. With this at 0 and this at 0.1. This has a 10 and important. Oh yeah, mixed. What was this again? Transparent FX? No. Ignore light? Was that it? I think that was it. I'll just double check. Real quick. Take me to the highest cliffs. Double click. There we go. Also, how did that work? Sorry, like that. Yep, ignore light. Alright, good. Navigation menu we should get set up. Events menu, manager we should get set up. And this as well. Even though I don't think it's going to matter too much just yet. Navigation, we will be saving the player as a prefab. Event manager. The event manager is going to be its own thing every time. And then that. I don't know what the other thing is, the event system here is. I have not used this. I don't know why it exists or why it's here. I don't know why this is here. Can I get an idea on why this exists? Does that exist in any of the other area with some kind of input? That would probably be in just one of the levels, right? Yeah, why does this exist? Is this... would this allow me to have controller input stuff? Because essentially that's the only kind of controls we have in this game is basic back, left, up, down, right movement with E as the submit or enter and Q as the cancel or exit button or back button, depending on certain things that occur in certain instances. I have no clue. But what I do know is I'm going to utilize our grid space here. Now I gotta remind myself which grid space I want. The back ends are the ones that I think we're going to be using for the most part, so let's Let's think about this real quick. What are you doing, Cat? Freaking jumping on everything and causing a mess. I believe this right here. Grid space. Zoom out. Where the hell? There you are. I believe this right here is where we need to be for that. Let me see. So I think I could probably have that here. Probably have this now be... What direction is this going in again? I wish I knew. What direction are you facing? Okay, now you're facing in that direction, I think. Actually, I have no clue. Okay, so that's the direction you're facing in. So I want you to be more close to here. I don't know if that's actually doing anything. Oh, it is. It's moving it. That's what's moving that. I don't think that... Oh, I don't think this matters. Well, it's not doing anything. Right, because that's not changing shish. What are you going berserk for, Cat? What's wrong? You sense something I don't sense? Probably. Alright, so there we have it. Our first zone little instance here. I guess technically we could still have like at least this side here. Let me remind myself. Actually, I don't know where the hell you would be. Let's just grab everything again, move it in behind everything. So, okay, good. For a second there, I thought I accidentally put it in a place it's not supposed to be. I don't think we are going to see any of these grid spaces here. Like this area, we probably might see a tiny bit. It depends on how we enter into the place. So 142... That would mean... Let's just bring everything up from here and delete what we need to delete, basically. Yeah, like this we probably don't need. And we probably technically don't even really need that. We only really need this to be able to see the play, because if it's anything like the other one, you probably can't even see any of these, so this would probably not... Technically wouldn't spawn in. If it starts here, you would see a little bit of that, and if you go in this direction, you would see a tiny bit of that until you end on the level here. And just to make this a bit more easier, zone 1 side space, I'll call it. And what this means essentially is it's a side space. It's not a part of the main space at hand here. So, can I grab this piece over here, duplicate it, take it out, and have it be its own thing? Yes. Good. Great. So at least make this, despite, you know, not really being that important, is always a good thing to have. 100. Now, you guys are all the way over there. The grid space is like this. I don't know if it matters where all of this goes. I don't. That's the thing. Also, why is this 0? Or 100? Why is that 100? That doesn't make any sense. Why are you 100? And why are you guys that? Is that what the others are like? I mean, it's got the check regardless, right? I don't think I need to be on this scene anymore. Take me to the high cliffs real quick. I need to see what the grid space is like here. 0. Right. I mean, we're trying to put it into a temporary spot that's 0 for 0. so it's easier to set the grid stuff up. So I'd say that works out just fine in our favor. Z2, S1. If we're going by our grid space, this is S1. Which would mean 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So that would be 1, 11, and 21. Got it. Will you calm down? Stop going berserk. Just gonna murph at me. Alright, let's put this in here. Don't call it that. Well, I think the water might just stay in this department. Well, now, hold on now a second. You probably should get your ass right over here. And that means you gotta go back to 0. I don't know why you're that, but it's fine. 0, 0. Perfect. I don't think this is going to be that bad to have set up. I just gotta remind myself how the hell I did most of this. Land with water. Right. Land. Then it was a cube. What did I call these again? Blocks, right? Just blocks. Simply just block. We don't need a collider. Remove that. And we move this back over to here again, as we adjust what we need to adjust. And then it's just back to this. Got it. Alright, so essentially things have to start coming close to the bottom here. So it needs to curve and then end up being, you know, evened out. So let me bring this to solid 7 by 7. Ah, yes, building these again. It's been a while, hasn't it? And I know I still have a bunch of other things that I have to get done with, I know. I realize this fact. But that's fine. I can work on what I have to work on here for now. 11. Just make sure that you are not going where you're not supposed to go. So the idea here is to have this kind of end at about right here. So if anything, this one would probably go out. Okay, maybe not 25 by 25, like, I don't know, 21. 21? Sure, why not? Let's move that up then. Bring this to a solid 15 question? Maybe? Well, if we're going to start rounding things out, I got to figure out where it should round out to. Let me put that to 19 for now. Let's say 13. 13, and it starts to... Okay, actually, hold on. 7. Nope. 5? 5, and it starts to round out about right here. To which then this connects. I don't know, probably put it here. I need to get this to a point where it starts to like fully connect properly. That way we'll have an easier time trying to move these to where it needs to be moved to. So this is more of a cliff side, so we want to try to cliff it just a bit. Let's make it now 15. Move it here. Move it there. Even further. Oh, hold on. One more. This side doesn't matter too much because there's going to be a spot there that gets that covered up. And this is probably where this is going to stop moving downwards. Right here. Alright. Good, great, fantastic. Again, I worry about all the, no, that's still water. Let me grab this real quick. Was that water 1A I placed? That must have been from the this over here. We want a sneak peek, even though I might be able to get it finished before this. No. Yeah, because this is coming out tomorrow. There's no way I'm getting this finished before that. So you get a little sneak peek if you watch this series and our time. What do you want, Cat? So I think along the edge here, it's probably going to curve a bit. Let's see. 3. Maybe put this at like a 7 or something. And have it start to round out about right here, maybe. And then there's all the red, or the black parts that we gotta put in. Let's see, actually, if most of that's like that, then we probably could just do this. Whoops. And then we do this and that. And that's probably where that ends. Now we just need to grab one of these. Make it black. Oh wait, hold on. I almost forgot a very important tidbit. Even though I don't know how much it matters, it's good to... Yeah, because it looks like it matches, right? But I still want to have the floor be the thing here. Oh no, it didn't match at all. I think. That's the floor. And there's a shadow here, so of course that's not going to fully match. But that's the floor regardless. Alright, let's see. Where did I... right here. And I could put this on Don't Touch mode. Since I don't think I'm going to need to touch it. Alright, and I need just a regular old wall texture for this one. Right here. Put that under 1. 7. I think this is probably what we're going to be doing for the most part anyways. Which makes sense. I'm going to be trying to work on the music. For the main menu at least. And then the next objective is to try to work on all the other things. For example, the, what'd you call it? Optimization of the main menu. That's gonna be my next objective, the best that I can do. Which theoretically shouldn't even be that hard to do. I know where I have to adjust and what I have to do to fix the problems that we have. All I gotta do is actually get to doing it. Then, of course, after that, well... I mean... If I can get all of that done with, voice logs and stuff recorded, and then placed in, and optimize everything the best that I can do, then at that point it's just building these zones and levels off camera, while also doing it on camera so we have an instance where we at least do that stuff when we're supposed to do it. Which makes sense, right, Cat? I do say, though... Oh, hold on a second. You're probably going to go. Well, you're probably going to be like this, if I would have to take a wild guess. So put you at 5. There we go. To be honest with you, I can't wait to just finally get to a point where all I need to do is this. Granted, yes, I'm still going to have to make music for the rest of the zones and try my best at making them all sound good. But I want to get to a point where I only have to work on the zones and their levels and the secrets that resides within some of those levels. That's what I'm looking forward to the most. Because at that point, it's just crafting levels. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Need to move you forward, because that actually is going to be an issue. Well, shit. It's fine. Reverse. 1A. There we go. I have no clue if this is this looks like an even number, so let me grab this one instead. Move that down, move this over here. If that's an even, are you even? No, 15. Well, that works regardless. 15. Even though we're not, like, fully there yet, it does feel good to go back into zone crafting. Being able to fully build the zone out. I'm looking more forward to the levels, though. Building these levels, seeing what we can make. Especially the levels. Hell, even more so the levels that are, like, further into the game. The more difficult and challenging ones. The 3 difficult levels that I made for the that one shortcut path, man, they're a pain in the ass if you aren't quick enough on a draw. But does it feel good to build such a thing? Yes, it does. Okay, so I think that's all in this department. Now, if I remember correctly, all I have to do is this. Change this to a solid 2. Bring this to 25. Move it forward. This would be 2. And bring this back to 1. Well, would it be a better idea to... Because this is what I basically have done, for the most part, was move all those individually. But then again, that would mean I would have to... Yeah, no, never mind. Move all these off to the side, and we'll just highlight all of them and then delete them when we're done with them. So technically, we don't even really need this like this. What I can do to make this work is do a solid 25 by 25, put this at 0, put this at 0. And maybe put it at like 3. And then we get rid of the water on the below portion here. Primarily so that way we won't have to worry too much about certain things. I do want this to go down a little bit lower. I don't know how low. Low enough to where it's just a tiny little... Because you see the river here, right? You see the river? I want it to be low enough to where it looks like you can easily just walk into that river. But not too low, because there's... Okay, I forgot how I did the grid space for the levels, but I think it's just as simple as main levels, correct? I'll check real quick. Where are you? Why do I keep getting to... It's my own... Even though I only work on it like once a week, because of all the freaking creations that I have to do, I should know where everything is at. Yeah, look at that. It's exactly where it's supposed to be in this spot. I kind of do like that, though, because it makes it easier to build the world map. Yeah, levels, bonus levels, blah, 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 Z2L1. Simple. Levels. Wait. Levels, bonus levels? Main levels, bonus levels? Nope, levels, bonus levels, then water space and the POIs. But we'll worry about those later, and I'll remind myself about that later. The bonus levels. I have the thing for this, correct? It would be in prefabs, level hubs. Right. Okay. Yeah, we can do this immediately and get a general idea on where it needs to be. So we need a tri or a T-junction. Well, first of all, Z2L1. Alright, I gotta move. Why am I on this thing? I'm gonna move you over here now. Wait, 25 by 25, so it's even in exactly where it needs to be. 25 by 25. Right, Momo? Now Mao just gonna stare at me. Alright. So here's our T-junction. T-junction! Junction. And I guess it will be fine at the level that it's at. Hey, and it's in the perfect direction, too. So this is where we plan on that being. I mean, we could still have it go, like, here, even out about here, and have it go down just a tiny bit more as we go down over into this section here. I think the idea here is to try to get it to like 5 or 4, something along that line. And now we just put the level hub up top. I will have to remind myself what has to be done here. Oh yeah, Zone 1 level completion. The script there has to be changed. Don't it? Okay, hold on. Where would that be again in the scripts department? It would be in the maps, correct? That's Zone 1 nav. Level completion. Yes, Zone 1 level completion. So I shall duplicate. That's not how you duplicate. Duplicate. Either one? Yeah, no. I don't want you. I want you to be Zone 2 level completion. We'll open that up real quick. And that reminds me, I should also get the global variables set up for the... Get out of my fucking face. For this particular department. Data. This means now I have to go through this entire sequence if I want this to work. Alright, here we go. So here's our zone variables. It's just simply Zone 1 and then change it to Zone 2. Now our globals. Let me hide the statistics. I don't need, well, right? Yeah, no, I don't need that open anymore. And for the sake of simplicity, I'm going to go on ahead and make this that so that I can see certain things occurring in that particular department. Whoops. All right, just do that. Put this here. Delete this. Call this 2. And just get rid of that. Then I need to go down here and do the same thing with this, but change the number. At least with this, it's easy because all I gotta do is just change a number. That would be in save state, correct? Let me put these together. Let me go up. Zone, file, 2. I don't think most of these matter, do they? No, these do matter. This is loading the file in. But at least with this, all I gotta do is just grab this. That's not what I wanted. Grab this, duplicate them on each say or load file or save file. I gotta re-remember where all of these were again. Same thing with this one. Zone 2 equals Zone 2 file. And this one, Zone 2 file equals that. Perfect. Actually, now would be a perfect opportunity to figure out our paths here. Indeed. So, I'm thinking for any split paths like these, we have it be separated into two different particular types of paths. So this is our main path. 1, 2, 3. It splits off into two different paths, then it reconverges at 4. It won't go until this detects if this is, the thing here, but this will detect if it's 4 or over, because this is the only one that can really do anything. If that's there, good. If this is here, good. I mean, these kind of work on their own little departments regardless. This is just checking to see if it's equal to 3 or something, and then it goes up to 4. Well, yeah, 0 to 1 to 2 to 3. If this is equal to 3, then that would go to 4, 5, 6, and 7. So that means the main path is one singular digit. I am in level completion 2, right? Yeah. I'm going to go on ahead, do this as well. Let's make this easier on me, so I don't have to keep moving it. So that's that, and that would mean that we probably don't need these to be double digits. I believe so. Part of me kind of also wants to remove this script from the thing there and just add it in, but I don't want to go through the whole process of changing all of those. So this is the main path. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I will call these differently. This one will be called Split Path 1. That's probably going to be the upper one. Well, it's not going to help if I don't have it like this, so allow me to demonstrate. Split Path 1. I think there's only 2 split paths. And then Split Path 2. So Split Path 2. That's not what I wanted to do, but let's bring this up anyway so that we can get rid of this red mark on the bottom. Let me just do this. So this is Split Path probably 1 and Split Path 2. Most likely. Side Path 1, Side Path 2, Side Path 3, Side Path 4 with a 5. That's a miniature side path. This one might have to be, what do you call it? So side path 1 would probably be this. If this is going to be split 1, then this will probably be side path 2. Well, now this one's pretty interesting. Because the thing here is, you would be able to go in this direction. But would you be able to go back and forth? Probably not. This will probably only open up if this is completed. Oh wait, no, it would. I think what it would most likely do is, because, this is its own thing, this would be its own path. If this is completed, and that's opened up, then you'll be able to go here, but you won't be able to go back until you go into the fast travel, go up to this path, and then can join the paths together. So regardless, split... Oh, that's 2 levels? I thought this was 1 for some reason. But hey, that works. Split path, or side path 1, split path 1 would have side path 2. Split path 2 would have side path 3. This would have 4 and a 5 going off of that one. So we'll just go on ahead and get these side paths rolling. And I'm hoping there isn't going to be an issue with certain things. How many side paths do you think we have? I have no clue. But I know we got at least one with 5. So this is 5. 5. Go back here real quick. So we've got our side paths in this side, but what about this side here? It seems as though there is 7 then, because you got 1, 2, 3, 4 with a side path here. So side path 6 and side path 7. It's going to get more complex as time goes on, but regardless, that's just how it goes. Now, I'm curious how this is going to work. They're all single digits, though, so it's not like it's going to be that complex. Well, I say that, but it seems as though it needs to be a long variable. Correct? Yep. So zone 2 is our first long variable, so let me go on ahead, go into here, and change those respectively. So this is our long variable made for this. Where is it? Here. I need it to be a static long. And this part doesn't matter, I don't think. Yeah, no. The parts that do matter is this, because you're like, oh, I can't convert long to int. It's just impossible. Don't worry, I've got you covered. Okay, I think that's all we have to change in those 3, because the others are just equaling each other depending on certain circumstances. So it's just 3? Yeah, it's just 3 things that we have to change if it needs to be a long for any reason whatsoever. Which means now all of you have to be longs. Even though you're literally just a singular digit. Which is fine. It doesn't really matter to me. If it works, it works. That's all that matters. I don't know why ints and longs have to be separated. I don't know the difference between them. But if we want to keep it all in one variable, one consistent variable instead of several different paths using the digits to make what we need to make, then yeah, that's what we're doing. Well, okay, hold on a second. First of all, this is wrong. This is not supposed to be... Well, how the hell did I manage that? It's supposed to be 10 to 100, right? That's how those are supposed to work? 100, then divided by 10. 1,000 divided by 100, so on and so forth. Regardless, there's still the 2 digits needed for the end of the variable, so yeah. Yeah, I think it's... Yeah, path... Okay, so this one's going to be interesting. If we're going by that, then... my back. Split path. Split path 2. Then your side path 1, your side path 2. Well, I could probably just do this. This will work, right? Yeah, look at that. Efficiency. There are so many digits in play here, right? Also, it was incomplete again? Yeah, it was dark. Path 1, main path. Path 2, split path 1. Path 3, split path 2. Path 4, side path 1, side path 2, side path 3. 7 and 4. 8 and 3. 9 and 4. 10 and 5, even though this only has 1. But I don't know how else I'll be able to separate that without any issues. 11 and 6, then 12 and 7. This all happens on the start, right? Not the update. No, it's... Well, yes, technically the start, but in its own little one singular update. So 1, main path, 2, split path 3, split path 2, 4, side path 1, 5, 2, 6, 3, 7, 4, 8, 5, you fool. Why did I say 3? Then that means I must have fucked up here, yep. 9, 6, 10, 7. Oh. Well, I did the stupid. But hey, this is what happens when you're working off of probably around 6 hours of sleep. Alright, restart. It's a good thing I went through it all, because then it would have been confusing. I would have been like, what the fuck did I do wrong? 1 main, 2 split 1, 3 split 2, 4, side 1, 5, 2, 6, 3, 7, 4, 8, 5, 9, 6, 10, 7. It's simpler than that. Okay, good. That at least takes care of that. And that gives us our little completion thingy. Indeed. This is basically just to show that it's been completed. Yeah, I don't think there's anything else here we gotta worry about. Okay, can I remove you, though? That's the question. Because I don't technically need... I could add you in. Right. Can I do this? Oh, that would have been nice if I could have done that. Well, that's fine. I'm just going to put these in here, then. And I'll probably... Since now we actually have this entire thing set up properly... Can I... Okay, good. I'll probably go on ahead and only use this from now on. Yeah, because the only reason why we had to set it all up in its own fashion, using its own little system, was because of the fact that we didn't have access to any of this when we first made this. And the level stops basically just this. But we can still at least set this to that, and, well... I guess, technically speaking, what were these called again? That's not where I want to go. I want to go to my level scenes. Yeah, Zone 1, Level 1. So that would mean that this would be Zone 2, Level 1. Gets us to where we need to get to. This is its own thing, which basically works off of that. The perimeter is its own thing. The level face is its own thing. It's always going to be facing in the direction that it needs to face in, I think. I don't know why it wouldn't. And then the player mark just stays there because we don't really have a use for them just yet. Perfect! And this is going in the direction it needs to be. I know we can't see it, but it's there. I mean, I probably could just look. No, it wouldn't work. Oh no, it did work. Never mind. Alright, I'm going to just move... Oh, wrong one. I'll just move this mofo out of here real quick. So I can actually see where the hell we're going in this department. Actually, I'll move you up here. Okay, good. I'm glad we spend time to get that done with. But it is important to get done with. I'm not gonna lie, it is actually very important. Ah, but we also should get the navigation, shouldn't we? Yeah. We should, just so I can actually build around the navigation and the arrows so I don't have to adjust things. That is actually very smart, brain. Thanks, brain. So what did I do with navigation again? Return arrow, which was basically its own thing. We don't need that. So I need finish movement arrows. I'm going to copy that. Finished alternate transfer corners. Christ. Temp player stops. Oh wait, do I even need these anymore? What were these for again? Right, do I need these anymore? Hold on, let me... Because this was temp. Now that the level hubs are set up and they got everything they need, I don't think we need these anymore. I don't think so. Let's go into the level and see, shall we? This is deactivated now. That is low. Yeah, we don't need it anymore. And what was it for again? All 18. Oh, that's because we didn't do that side. Yeah, no, these are not needed anymore. We can get rid of them. Save ourselves a tiny bit of space. Alright, so we've got our corners, but we're probably not going to worry about setting those up just yet. I just want to set up the arrows and all the basic stuff so that then we can go on ahead and do what needs to be done. So create this, do this, boom. Shit, well, how soon do we have that? Damn, we went through a lot of time today, huh? Well, frick. I was hoping I could get more done with here. I need Zone 2 nav now. Out of my face. Alright, so zone 2 nav. Stop it. Go in. Saveth. Go back to here so that can do its thing, and we'll just do our own thing here now. Okay, so we can make this pretty simplistic. We don't have to go through the whole song and dance here. Boom. Then I could just go into here. Wait, is this path control? Yep, path control. It's basically just the same like we did here, except it's for each and every individual singular arrow that has it. Which makes sense. Except for this part. This is the part right here that needs to have all of this stuff set and ready to go. So yeah, we got the main path. We got the split path number 1. Split path number 2. 1, 2, and it's basically just the same thing, just increase the number as we see fit. So 6 to 3. 7 to 4. Wait, right? I just wanted to make sure. Main, split 2, side 1, 2, 3, 4. 8 to 5. Oh, yeah, it is 8 to 5. I remember now. 9 to 6. And then, of course, 10 to 7. There we go. I think that should be all. I'm going to just go through these again just to make sure. Path 1, main. Path 2, split 1. Path 3, split 2. Path 4, side 1. 5, 2. 6, 3, 7, 4, 8, 5, 9, 6, 10, 7. Good, great. So now I just gotta grab a transfer arrow. Actually, that is a... Well, technically it doesn't matter. Technically. But I do kind of want to use this regardless. So technically this one doesn't matter. Okay, so I need to transfer arrows. Well, let me just quickly move on over to not here. Move on over to here. I'm just going to copy the navigation texts and whatnot. Transfer arrows. I don't know why I didn't call these. I'm going to call this transfer movement arrows. Just so we have some kind of consistency going here with the way that is. And then the corners and the zone transfers. And I need alternates as well. Yeah, save. I thought I saved, but I guess I didn't. Transfer movement arrows, save, go back, navigation, navigation. Ah! That's not what I want. What are you doing? Can I get rid of you? No? Can I delete and not have any issues? You say you cannot undo the delete action, but I've done it before. What is this? Like, what could this screw up? It could screw up those, but this is not a part of that. I removed that there. It's just delete and unpack, right? Yes. Well, that didn't get fucked up, so we're good. Everything's good. Take me to here, you fucking dumbass. And if we're not good, well, I'm going to have to go through the annoyance of fixing that, but it's fine. Alright, take me to navigation. Locks and arrows. Alternate transition arrow. That is a good question. Okay, no, we're not doing that. This is an alternate transition arrow. Transfer arrow or transition arrows go to here. You go here. Where are you? Get over here. Get your ass where it's supposed to go. Now, that is a good question. Where the hell's the center at? This is the center, right? Well, let's just reverse these two. Untag. Right, and then you are move left. We rotate you, not that direction. Not that direction. That direction. No, don't move that. Wait. Hold on. Huh? What the hell? Why did you rotate there? I remember that being an issue before. Why did you rotate there? That's a good question. Well, you would be here, regardless. Is this centered? Seems centered. I mean, that's what 35 is supposed to be. I don't know why that was like that. Is that really the only issue there with the transfer arrows, or are all the arrows like that? Because that would be a good question. This seems like it's centered. Compared to this here, yeah, this seems like this is where it's supposed to be. So if that's where you're supposed to be, let's just make sure that you're not in the way of that. Okay, good. So we don't want to have this built around here. Now we can continue building the zone. So that means if we want you to go downward, you're going to have to do this. Probably have this go at like 13. Then go up. Then I probably have this go at like 11. Like, where are you at right here? Okay, then maybe 7. 7, and it does all of that. Now all I gotta do is compress, move, probably compress again. 5 by 5. Actually, yeah, why not just have it go inwards now that we're actually getting to the point where it needs to go inwards? Go by 11, do that. Go by 4, do this. Well, you're probably going to go a bit down now, so that's not where I want you to go. Put you at 3. Wait a minute. No, wait, no, that's fine. I moved this inwards, so it worked. You probably aren't going to see these very well regardless, so I don't think the positions of these matter that much. But still, I kind of want to try to even it out a bit. Alright, let me make this 7. And let me go on ahead and combine, or not that direction. Actually, I think that should be fine for here. We could probably go on ahead and just have this stick to 3rd. Nope. We could probably have it go to 1 instead. And end it here. And have this kind of just fill in the remaining spots here. Or here. And just have it end on a line there. That should be a 9, if that's going to be anything. Ugh, my leg. My body is sore. Check. Sore as hell. Work has just been annoying as of late. Ugh. Alright, let's see. No, here. Because you are trying your best to go into that section as such. So you should probably just start combining a bit, I think. I think it's... You probably should go back to 5. As the cliffs start to break apart and become one concurrent piece of something. Oops. And that's probably where this is going to combine. Where's the evened? I can just grab this. That's not what I want to grab. Where is the singular piece again? Just grab this. And that's where we'll probably combine this, I think. Oh wait, no. Which direction are we? This direction. No, you would be here, I think. Oh, I know, you would be here. And you would probably be 2 at a 0.5. But you gotta go in that direction. So it fills in that spot at least. And now there's the question of you. What the hell do you need, I wonder? Looks like it might do just the same thing. Maybe a tad bit different. Let me look at my map real quick. It would probably stay somewhat cliff-based as this goes up a tiny bit. Because I think that's probably what the idea in this particular instance is going to be. It's going to kind of cliff a bit. It's going to do what it did on this side, where, no, that side is... It's going to be like that, but steeper. I guess is the best way I can probably go ahead and describe it. No, you probably should be like this. To which you should probably be like that. Until it goes back down again, but going at 2. About maybe right here. So it starts to look like a steep cliff. You probably are going to be your own thing, but you're going to probably cliff off here. And you will probably do the same thing and end off maybe around here. Okay, that takes care of that department. Now we're going to go on ahead, copy this, and try to fill in the blanks. Right, Moo? You will probably do this now. Nope. Then you'll probably do this, and stick to the sides as such. Do I have a 2? I do. Good. Bring that shite over here. I can use that. I can use that for my own advantage. And then we'll probably leave it like that, maybe? What are you doing, cat? You causing problems again? And just like how most of them kind of overlap each other, also let me do that so I can centralize my camera. Because most of the areas overlap, like I think this one. Yeah, this one overlaps over the level hub. I think most of those can be like that, at least for certain things, like, you know, levels. As long as it's not too... Okay, no, not that one. Not that one either. This one, I need you to be a number 6. Number 6! Wait. Number 6. Wasn't number 6 Bradley? It's been a while since I've seen Kit Next Door. And when I say a while, I mean probably like a year ago. Man, I wish they would make that spin-off where they're like teenagers now, and number 1's about ready to freaking off every single adult on the planet, including his parents. Makes you wonder, makes you think what the hell kind of series that you know, show would be if they went on ahead and just offed off every parent. I'd imagine it's like a fake out, right? Like, there's no way number 1 would actually go through with eliminating all parents as well as all teenagers. Well, yeah, regardless, I don't think he would do that. It's got to be a fake out, right? That one little storyboard concept that the creator had made. Yep. Yes, indeed. It did feel nice going back and watching like the old cartoons of yore, because it goes to show that it really is just the cartoons of today that are just not. Wait, hold on. Okay, I had a feeling that are just not what it was like back then in the past. Like, there are some instances in Courage that are a little bit, childish. And I'm like, okay, that one's a bit weird. Like the Bigfoot dance with the strange song. But there's also the more scary moments that are like, ooh, yeah, that's the one I like more. So, of course, that's only really talking about certain shows. But, shows like Steven Universe. That one is more, how you say, mature, and had like a consistent. At least once it got past the more childish and random kind of stuff that it did in the first season. Once it like started to open up, and say what you will about what happened in the future, I still like the show. Still pretty fun. And it's the funny thing is, the only reason I continued to watch it and kept watching it was just because of Amethyst. And that's literally the only reason why I even gave it a shot. Because short, hot, purple lady. And then there was Peridot, especially, and Lapis, even more so especially. And then we got Blue Diamond. Oh man, she might be a tyrant with the rest of the diamonds, but oh boy. A lot of people are over there just like, man, sit on me. But here I am like, nah, step on me. Christ. I mean, can you blame me? Can you blame me? Well, you probably can if you're quote-unquote normal. But who wants to be normal? Normal is boring. I prefer to not be normal. Because normal, wow, is boring as fucking hell. And if you're someone who, say you're normal and you're like, I'm fun at parties, but the fun version of you at a party is you blackout drunk or something. And that's not really helping your case. Just letting you know that right now. Like, yeah, sure, get together, have fun, and drink a little bit. But if you're getting blackout drunk and lecturing people about being normal, let me tell you, getting blackout drunk isn't necessarily what most people would describe as normal, too. If you acknowledge that fact, if you acknowledge that getting drunk isn't normal, then good, great. But if you acknowledge that and still say that I ain't normal, well, I can't help you there, son/daughter. God, no! It's all alternates. Oh God, the Mandela catalog. What happened? Everything's gone blank. I would roll over to the lights to do a but I don't feel like it, and also we ran out of time, and all I could get done with... We definitely ran out of time. All I could get done with was this. Well, that's fine. But where is the script? I fucking need zone navigation number 1. I believe it's just simply 1 and 10, right? I believe so. What is the alternate lock, i.e. this one? What is the transfer arrow, i.e. that one? I believe it's 1 and 10. I think. Well, you know what? Instead of guessing, let's go over to here and see what this is. Yep, it's 1 and 10. And it's a finish. Yeah, this also is alternate. But that's temporary. Obviously. This is only temporary so that, you complete that, you move over to there, and then you move over to here. You saw how I did when I got through there. I don't know why, but this area seems so much more darker than the other area for some reason. Let me look at my lighting real quick. Yeah, it's skybox. That's the environmental lighting, and the intensity is that. Can I go over to grasslands and see? Cube map, custom. Why is that? Oh, to do that. That's right. That's the environment reflection. That made it so it wasn't too bright, I guess. Okay, yeah, that makes more sense. I do kind of like that. Combine! Oh yeah, that's going to be an interesting test to see how the lighting is going to be affecting all of the areas. I mean, I don't think it's going to matter too much if we always generate the game inside of this zone. Actually, I have no idea. But now that well, no, I don't even have the thing. All I'm doing is getting the grassland set. And we don't even have the thing set to actually get all of this set right now. And the camera is all the way over there. Nope, that's not the direction. It would have to be this direction, yes. I don't know why I'm doing this. This doesn't matter because this is going to be replaced very soon. Well, I guess we're just going to work on the rest of this some other time. Because that's all the time I have today. I mean, we're making progress regardless. Getting the zone stuff set up is good because now the zone variable setup. You know what I mean? Getting that set up now at least makes it so we can get those level hubs built without too many issues. So, that's good. Anyways, thank y'all for watching today's episode of Game Crafters. We're starting to build the zones, and maybe it's a good thing it's taking this long, because it's going to take me a while to get all the music and all the optimization and all that stuff set up. So if you enjoyed today's episode, please leave a like, subscribe for more, check out that there playlist, and of course, previous episode of Game Crafters right over here, and the most recent episode of Tales of Berseria right over here. Anyways, thank you all for watching. I'll see you all in the next episode. Later.